that. Now, like I said, I'm a private security officer and bodyguard, and I will do my best to protect the people that will hire me to do a job. And if somebody acts like a fool, and I want to put your hands on you because there's a reason why. I will not do what that officer did to George Floyd. There's a way of doing things. There's a way of talking, but so many people don't want to listen because they think they know better. And like I said, what kind of fire you have in your heart? These people, to me, I say they got a fire of hatred in their heart. It's an excuse for them to go out and break the law because 9 out of 10, they're not going to get caught. Now let's talk about this lady, a salon owner. Her name is Shelly. I'm not going to say her last name, but everybody knows what's going on, what happened in May. She decided to open up her salon a week early. Now, she was told if you open it up, you will face a fine, and she refused to pay the fine. She even tore this piece of paper in front of everybody, and she's breaking the law. So she goes to court, and the judge is a black man. And the judge gave this lady all kinds of opportunities to say, I'm sorry, and pay the fine. And do not open your salon until the date was May 15th to open up. Well, she refuses. She goes to jail. Everybody's criticizing the judge. They want his head. But he was obeying the law. A black judge. And they want his head. But what happens, our governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, a white guy, who set the law, who set the date, said release her. She don't have to pay a fine. She only spent one night in jail. She came out all dramatic, all teary and everything, thank everybody for the support and love, and somebody did a GoFundMe, and this is what I don't understand. This is what it doesn't, it's so stupid. They raised $500,000 for this lady to take care of her family. $500,000 when I did a GoFundMe last year to raise money to take to the Philippines or send to the Philippines to help the homeless children who sleep in the streets, who sleep in cardboard. I didn't get a single penny. I did not get a single penny. But this lady who broke the law, then our great governor, Greg Abbott, said release her. Even an official from the government went to her salon to get a haircut. Now, 2 Mexican ladies in South Texas been arrested for a month. I don't know if they're still in prison. But they decided to cut people's hair in their own home, their own property. Got arrested. They're in prison. Now here in Dallas, we got in South Dallas, which we call South Dallas, Oak Cliff, or whatever you want to call it. It's where a bunch of blacks and Hispanics live and everything. It's like the low income area, but really it's looking really nice. They're fixing up the place where it's looking really nice. But they said if it happened to a black female in South Dallas, nobody would have known. She'd probably be sitting in jail. So what's the difference? That's what I don't understand. What is the difference? What's the matter with our law or justice here in America? Other countries don't care what color you are. You break the law, you're going to basically get beaten up or death. They don't look at your color. Here, we're still dealing with racists. When is it going to end? I think the day is going to end when Jesus Christ comes back. That's what I think. I think that's when all this is going to stop. So go on with your marches. Go on with your riots. But when Judgment Day comes, and you're going to want to know why I've been thrown in the lake of fire with Satan, God's going to let you know why. Well, you started a riot. when it's supposed to be a peace march. You broke it into your own brother or sister's business. Stole. Beating up people. Beating up police officers. Who's trying to do what's right. Yes, I talked to one officer a long time ago, a friend of mine. He said it takes one rotten apple to make the rest of us look bad. There are good officers out there. And yes, we have our bad officers. It's like that any place of business. You got somebody there as a trader or doing something crooked to get up in the ladder to get to that position that pays a lot of money, a controlling position. The best thing to do is just cry out to God and put it in God's hand and let God deal with it. I feel sorry for George Floyd for what he went through. To me, I think he was falsely accused of something. They said he had counterfeit money. I don't know. I don't know how true that is. But now he's dead. Compared to this lady, a salon owner who broke the law, spent one night in jail, is out free. There's $500,000 in the bank. Now, she says she's using it for good, spreading it around to help other people. I don't know how true that is. Maybe she wants a pat in the back. Nah, that burned me up when she tore that piece of paper that if you don't shut down, you will be fine. And I don't know. I know times in my past, being Hispanic, I walk into a store in my young days. A white lady said, "There's problems, there's trouble. You watch him." And they did. They watched me. I went to an all-white school. I told you a story about that. How I got falsely accused in my senior year. They want to suspend me. I couldn't graduate. Till I have proof. But they still put me on probation for the rest of my senior year. When a white guy, pretending to be me, got away with it. But it sure is funny. As years go later, later, in time and everything. He requested to be on my Facebook. I had to think about it. I said, yeah, I guess so. I did. I was going to remind him about that. I said, no, what's the point? I don't talk to him on my Facebook. But I said, yeah, why not? I forgave him. Because when my time comes, and I always ask the Lord every day, if anything I did wrong or said or I should have done, please forgive me, Lord. Because when my time comes, I want to be there in the glory of God. I want to be in heaven with the rest of my family who has gone ahead of me. Every night when I pray to the Lord, forgive me, Lord. If anything I have done or did or I should have said something, please forgive me because I'm only human. But anyway, once again, the funny thing is, with all this going on, everybody forgot about the coronavirus. It's not top news anymore. I mean, it's still happening. People are still getting sick. The numbers have dropped a little bit. A lot of businesses are opening up. Some international flights are happening. They said by around August, all international flights will open up. I hope so, because I'm still trying to get to the Philippines to see my cookie. But be safe when you're out there, because they said, riots can happen anywhere. They're burning cars on the side of the road, parked cars in parking lots or whatever. People are just breaking in them and burning, setting on fire. What's the whole purpose of that? Is that going to bring George Floyd back? No. I guarantee you, if George Floyd was here, he'd probably tell y'all to stop it. He seemed like a man that he will forgive the officer for hurting him. But anyway, promise y'all we're going to have church. I'm going to talk about the title of the show. What kind of fire you have inside of you. You have fire of destruction or fire of the Lord in your heart. And like I said, I have programmed some Muslim music. I like it. I like the way the man danced to it. It's pretty awesome. It's just like the Jewish man. There's some good Jewish music. I play Korean music. I play all kinds of music, circular music that makes sense, that I like. And a lot of people say they really like the music that I pick. Now, if you don't like what I'm playing, God bless you. You don't have to listen. Either you listen or you don't. Either you like me or you don't. I know people in my past, people I grew up with in my school days. And I started this show. So this show is meaningless. My word is meaningless because I don't know what I'm saying, but these are people who say they go to church and praise the Lord on Sunday and raise their hands, and then later on in the afternoon say, I'm going to kill you. Seriously. I have worked some Sundays in the afternoon when people go to church, and then later in the afternoon they're at work, and then the frustration comes out. And to me, those are people who really don't know the meaning of God's love. Loving God's children. But anyway, I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to play a couple of music here. Please understand, people, this is my thoughts, my opinion. Like I said, if you don't like anything I'm saying, God bless you. But I will not do anything like that to a human being, one of God's children, like that officer did. If I was there, I know I'm talking noises, yeah. But if I was there, I don't care. I would have given that guy a good sidekick with my left foot. Even taking the risk of getting shot. But then again, the protection of the ministry angels probably be around me. Because I pray for the ministry angels every single day. Not only for me, but for my family and to anybody who needs it. But anyway, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to play some music. And don't hate me. Don't hate the messenger. Okay? All right. Well, God bless you. And I'll be right back.
I never dream, 'cause I always thought that dreaming was for kids. Just a childish thing. And I could swear love is just a game that children play, and no more than a game. Till I met you, I never knew what love was. Till I met you, to grow more every day. I love you more each day. Whoa. I believe you. I believe in every word that you say. I love you all the way. Now I could swear love is not a game that children play. So tell me that you'll stay till I met you. I never knew what love was till I met you. This feeling seems to grow more